I'm just checking to see. Ajnānatimirandhasya Jnānāñjana-śalākaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Thank you so much, dear devotees, for joining us today here for the recitation of Srila Prabhupada's select verses from Bhagavad Gita. And we are doing 2 verses from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita. And I'm going to start sharing my screen here. And hold on for a second here. Okay. 2.18. Anta-vanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata anta-vanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasya bhārata anta-vanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata. So looking at the synonyms here, anta-vanta means perishable, one for which there's going to be an anta. Anta means end. So one for which there's going to be an ant is perishable. Ime, all these. Dehā, material bodies. Nityasya, eternal in existence. So antavanta is the opposite of nityasya. Uktāḥ are said. Śarīriṇaḥ, of the embodied soul, the soul that takes a sharir, for soul that takes a gross body, a material body. Anāśinaḥ, never to be destroyed. So we know nash, right? Nash, nasht. So that is destroyed. So when we add the a in front of it, then it becomes opposite of that. So never to be destroyed. Aprameyasya, immeasurable. So anāśinaḥ and aprameyasya, when these 2 words combine, then according to the rules of the Sanskrit language, this a gets dropped, right? This a gets dropped, and then this aha becomes o. So anāśino prameyasya, that's how we pronounce this. Anāśino prameyasya. And prameyasya means for which you cannot measure, immeasurable. Tasmāt, therefore. Yudhyasva, fight. Bharata, O descendant of Bharata. So Arjuna didn't want to fight, saying, how can I kill my family member? So in a slew of verses, Krishna is telling Arjuna that the soul is imperishable, and he'll continue to do that for more verses to convince Arjuna to fight. But here he's encouraging him and saying the material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata. So, let's look at the syllables that are there. So, anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya. Or I think it might be the better way to pronounce it is this. The right breakdown is yasya. Yasya. Tasmād yudhyasva bhārata. Okay. So something that can never be destroyed. What's the Sanskrit for that?
Which cannot be destroyed.
Anāśinaḥ.
Anāśinaḥ. Yeah, nash, right? Nash. Anāśinaḥ. Okay. And then what you cannot measure is what?
Aprameyasya.
Aprameyasya. Very good. And then what is perishable?
Anta-vantaḥ.
Anta-vantaḥ. Correct. And when you say, some people say that, like it is said. So what's the Sanskrit for that?
dehā.
Say that again.
uktāḥ.
Dehā, correct. Okay. And when you say something of the embodied soul, what will you say?
dehā.
Something of
śarīriṇaḥ.
śarīriṇaḥ.
of the embodied body, right? śarīriṇaḥ. Possession there is there. Okay. And if you want to say somebody fight, what will you say?
yudhyasva.
yudhyasva.
Yudhyasva. Dehā, right? Dhyan.
Yudhyasva.
Dhyan yoga, right? We did completed Dhyan yoga, chapter 6 of Bhagavad Gita. So Dhyan yoga. And if you want to say all these, what will you say?
Ime.
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 And if you want to say therefore, what are you going to say?
tasmāt.
Tasmād. Yes.
Tasmād.
Okay. So we will get into the practice of this. I just first want to make sure that I got everything. I've got Madhav Sangini was not there in my list. So, okay. Madhava Sangini, Mataji. So here I have Sulekha, Akhila, Subodhini, Suruchi Mataji, Sutapa, Varshana, Madhav Sangini. Is there anybody else that I'm missing? No, right? Okay. So let's mute ourselves, all of us, and then we will recite. Okay, everybody's muted. Come on, come on, come on. Find your mute button. We're going to practice. Okay. All right, so yeah. Antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata. So now please unmute yourself.
Hare
And-
Krishna Mataji, this is Kiran. I'm also present. I was having
Awesome.
some technical problem.
All
Now
right.
it's fine.
Technical problems overcome. Technical problems will always be there in the material world. Okay. Anybody else who joined that I'm missing? All right. So let's do some practice here of memorizing this verse. I'll speak the first two or one word and you complete it, right? Okay. And you can look at the screen. Antavanta
Ime
dehā
nityasyoktāḥ
śarīriṇaḥ
anāśino
prameyasya
tasmād
Yudhyasva Bharata.
tasmād yudhyasva bhārata. Okay, so what does the first line say? Mean?
Perishable.
Anta-vantaḥ ime dehā.
All these material bodies are perishable.
Perishable.
Perishable, right. Nityasyoktāḥ.
Permanent, eternal.
eternal in existence.
It's said
It's a said that it's eternal.
What is eternal?
the soul,
So
the
Soul
embodied.
is eternal.
Of the embodied soul, right? Nitya, so what is saying is that anta-vantaḥ ime dehā. So that for that soul which is now embodied, right? That body is sure to die. Okay? Nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ. Okay. Anāśino prameyasya.
Never
That is never to
imperishable,
be destroyed, the
And
soul, and
it's
immeasurable.
immeasurable.
Not measurable, right? And therefore, what should Arjun do?
You should
Fight.
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 Please
Oh,
fight.
don't tell me in English. This is
Yudhyasva.
Pick up.
Okay. Now there are
Pick up
three
your
properties.
weapons.
Good, yudhyasva. There are three properties of the soul that have been described here in this verse. Can you-
Nitya, eternal, indestructible,
Immeasurable.
and immeasurable.
Come on, Sanskrit.
Nityas.
Nitya, anāśino, prameyasya.
Anāśino and what's the last one?
Prameyasya.
Aprameyasya. Yeah. So the word is
Aprameyasya.
aprameyasya. Of course, in the verse, then the a gets dropped because of the Sanskrit rules, but it is aprameyasya when we talk about something which is immeasurable. Okay. All right. So let's get started here with Surekha Mataji. Go ahead. I want you to look at this breakdown. I don't want you to speak the breakdown, right? But you look at the breakdown and pronounce the whole line. The whole verse.
Anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Very nice. Okay, let's continue. Akila.
anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya
Anāśino.
anāśino
Nash, right? Remember for Nash? So it is Anash. Yeah.
anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Bharata. Bharata. Ta for Titli. Not tha, but tha.
Tha.
so there are two things. One is that when you clap, right? We say this is tali, okay? And when you serve food to the Lord, you give it in a thali, right? There are two different words, right? Tali and thali. So here, this is the tali, ta, bhārata. So you just practice, right? In your spare time, practice, focus on that. Yeah. Okay, good. Subodhini Mataji.
anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Very nice. Suruchi?
anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Bharata. Nice. Sutapa?
Mataji. Anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Right. So you'll have to do the practice to distinguish between the S as much as possible as you can do, right? S and the S, the here, sha, sa and sha, right? And then the last one here is anāśino prameyasya. It's sya and not swa, right? It's a Y here and not a V, right? So keep that in mind. Good. Varshana Mataji. Oh, you know what? She was having some trouble unmuting herself, so I had muted her. And I
Hare
think,
Krishna.
oh, you found your unmute button? Good. Go ahead.
anta-vantaḥ ime dehā
Anta-vanta.
anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ
Nitya.
śarīriṇaḥ
Nitya. Not nitye. Not nitye.
nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino parameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
So anāśi. It's a
Shino.
soft I. Anāśino.
Anāśino.
Anāśino, right? And
Anāśino.
pra, not para, pra.
Pra.
Anāśino prameyasya tasmāt
Anāśino
yudhyasva
prameyasya.
bhārata. Okay, good. So
Prameyasya.
now, Madhav Sangini.
Anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Nice.
Hare
Shraddha-devi
Krishna.
Dasi. So I just wanted to emphasize here that this is I with a bar and this is I with no bar. So when you all pronouncing it, shariri, right? Not shariri, right? Ri, re. Okay? Yeah,
śarīriṇaḥ.
it's written differently, so we have to pronounce it differently, right? It can't be the same. Okay, Kiran Mataji for the close.
anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino parameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
So anashi, nash. Remember for nash, anashi, no. Not para.
anāśino
Yeah, not para.
prameyasya.
Yeah, prameyasya, right? Anāśino prameyasya. I think I was noticing people pronouncing it. Yeah, to get the flow, you can even say it like that. Anāśino prameyasya, right? I think I'm finding it better to pronounce it that way. Okay, although it is yasya. All right, so couple of things I wanted to mention about the recordings that you sent me after you practice. Number one, keep track of the recordings. Don't send me multiple recordings. Okay? And send me the recording only when you are 100% sure. Right? And when you go back and you start reciting, first listen to the recording that I sent, because I will be emphasizing on the nuances of the verse, right? Of late, I have been telling people to practice again, right? Like that. You submit it when it is perfect. Okay? And now how will you know whether you're pronouncing it perfectly or not? So on your phones, there is a device, there is a app that you can record it, right? Now, if you are having trouble recording it, listening it, and all that stuff, there's one trick that you can do. You can create a WhatsApp group, right? You all know how to create a WhatsApp group? You can create a WhatsApp group, okay? And then add anybody to that group. You can add me to that group, right? Give it a name, say Hare Krishna on that group, and then remove me from that group, right? So then that way you will have a group which has only yourself, and you can send as many messages to yourself. Record it there, listen it, record it there, listen to it until you know. And as you are doing that, and like I said, after the class, listen to my recording several times. Put the words in front of you so that you know you are there. Try to remember the nuances that I explained in the class over here, right? Because I don't have the bandwidth to go through repeated iterations of the you know, the recitations that you give like that. I would love to do that, but try to send, you know, higher quality stuff here. Okay, so that was there. So, antavanta,
Immeasurable.
dehā. Close your eyes. Nityasyoktāḥ,
śarīriṇaḥ.
śarīriṇaḥ. Anāśino,
Prameyasya.
prameyasya. Right, not para, right? Prameyasya.
Prameyasya.
Tasmād,
yudhyasva
Yudhyasva
Bharata.
Bharata, right? So you got the hang of it, right? You have got the hang of it. I've also noticed that you pronounce everything correctly here in the class. And then the recording is something else. I don't know what happens between the class and the recording. So yeah, the idea is to listen. We are doing chapter number 7 of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, Tachrunu. Here, right? Here, and then go back. And then, so once you go back and listen to the recording, try to recall what was said in the class, and the emphasis and things like that. Okay? All right, let's do one more round. Starting with, who was the first to join the class today?
Sulekha Mataji.
Sulekha, yeah, that shows interest. Okay, go ahead, Sulekha Mataji.
Okay. Antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Bharata. And this verse is full of tongue twisters. I mean, our Sutapa Mataji will be the first to tell us. You know, sa and sha and sa, right? So just be mindful. Nityasyoktāḥ, śarīriṇaḥ. Syoktāḥ, sha. That is a tongue twister there. Okay, let's go to Akila Mataji.
antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Nice. Subodhini Mataji.
Anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmāt yudhyasva bhārata.
Nice.
antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Antavanta ime dehā
Anta.
antavanta ime dehā
Say anta.
antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ
Nitya. Say nitya.
śarīriṇaḥ
Say nitya.
nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva bhārata.
Right, and this is for everybody in the class. This is Ana, she. There's a soft I here.
Anāśino.
Okay? Yeah, you look at the Hindi here,
Yes.
right? Anāśino. So those of you
Anāśino.
who know the Devanagari script, and once you have, you know, once you're comfortable with the syllable break, right? You always look on the top. You can never go wrong. Never. Because it's a perfect language.
And then may I pronounce once again?
Anāśino prameyasya. Yes, go ahead.
Antavanta ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ.
So you stop there. Stop there. I don't know why today, but you are always pronouncing the A as a E. It's nitya, not nitye.
Nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva Bharata.
Right. I would also encourage you, because you do a lot of listening online, here, there, everywhere, right? If you listen to anybody pronouncing slokas which are not according to how Prabhupada has taught us, like nitya and nitye, if you are pronouncing that, you just drop. Don't go there, right? Because it will get etched in your memory and then you will start pronouncing it wrong, right? So
yeah, Mother, I stopped listening to that, Mother.
Very good. Okay, then, yeah. So just be comfortable, because this morning I have told several times, right? So then, tachrunu. Okay, yeah, tachrunu, you have to listen. Okay, Madhav Sangini.
Anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva Bharata.
Nice. Kiran Mataji.
anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ
Nitya.
anāśino.
Yeah, nitya. There's an A there, right? So nitya. So Sanskrit is pronounced, yeah, nitya. It's not nitya. Nitya. Yeah.
Nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anta-vantaḥ ime dehā nityasyoktāḥ śarīriṇaḥ anāśino prameyasya tasmād yudhyasva Bharata.
Yeah. So you also have to go do the pra and para difference, right? I know from part of India that you're coming.
North.
They have a pra, yeah. They don't, north and the west, they don't have this concept of pra.
Prameyasya.
Para, right? But here, this is Sanskrit pra. There's a difference, right? Pra and para. Okay? So keep that in mind, because when we're learning a language, the impressions from other languages that we are comfortable will come, right? You see how our Satapa Mataji has struggles with the sa and the sha, because in Bengal, it's like that. So again, those coming from northern part of India might have trouble with pra, para, like that. And then
the
some
Punjabi, in fact, is there.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm from Punjab. Punjabi.
Yes, Punjab will always do that, right? And then, so what we have to understand is that this is a matter of practice. This is a matter of practice. When you learn a new language, we have to practice. Practice makes a man perfect and a woman too. Okay, so don't feel disheartened. This was a difficult verse, and all of you did, much better than what I was expecting. I was thinking it's going to be a difficult verse today, right? So practice. Create a WhatsApp group with me and then remove me. I will know, right? And then start recording there. Listen to your recording. Then go back, listen to my recording. When I post the recording, you can forward my recording to your group, right? And you can call that group myself, right? That way, it's a group which has just you. You can pin the group so that it stays on the top of your WhatsApp, so you can find it easily. And then practice. Okay? But you all did nicely. And it is Janmashtami on Monday.
Yes, Mataji. Just pray for me. I'm going for the ablation tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. Definitely, we'll all pray to the Lord that you come out successfully and nicely from your procedure. Okay. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kipasindhubhya evacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Go Premanande.
Hari Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.